That's right, Matt. So we're here for the second day of ADIPEC 2018. 10,000 delegates, oil ministers, oil industry insiders. And I have to say, Steve, it was interesting yesterday. So many conversations from both OPEC and non-OPEC ministers, all of them saying that OPEC remains relevant. And then yet again, President Trump trying to undercut them.
Yeah, should we see what Mr. Trump said? He said hopefully Saudi Arabia and OPEC will not be cutting oil production. Oil prices should be much lower based on supply. Now, I think, whether it's temporary or not, from what I've been hearing, there is an almost palpable sense of panic going on amongst producers about the precipitous 11-day decline we've seen, the bear market territory decline we've seen. But I wanted to take a step back, and I tried to calm it when I was kind of tweeting with people last night, talking to the experts as well. And I said, hang on a second, everyone. We're not at 45 bucks. We're not at 35 bucks. We're at $70 a barrel Brent. In fact, the OPEC basket yesterday I saw had a 68 handle on it. So they're still getting
It's just not that bad.
It's just not that bad. But then I got into a conversation with one of our guests who is very well connected in the US, a guy called Jason Bordoff, who we've met in Vienna. And I said to him last night, I said, come on, Jason, it's not that bad. We're at $70. And he said, look, the problem is there's a real and legitimate concern we are not staying at $70 a barrel, given the current supply and inventory picture. $60, i.e. if we came off another 10 bucks, because I said to him, look, even at 60 bucks, we're looking at a pretty good price historically for the product. He said there are real fiscal challenges for many producers. And that's got me thinking, these producers, and I know a lot of the IOCs are saying we can produce it lower, if the producers from the national oil companies have got themselves in fiscal problems, i.e. their national budgets are in a problem at $60, well, the market may well test that, especially with Mr. Trump's support.
Absolutely, and I think it's going to be really interesting to see what we see coming out of Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, Kuwait as well. I mean, all of these are petrodollar economies, as we know, and certainly they're trying so desperately to change their economies, but how fast can they do that and at what price?
Well, and we had a fascinating insight from Saudi Aramco yesterday. Of course, we've been speaking to the boss, Khalid Al-Fali, a lot over the last few days, but we also spoke to Mr. Nasser yesterday. I mean, Nasser, the CEO, and I said to him, look, you've got the SABIC deal. Do you still need the IPO? And he said, look, we've done all this preliminary work. There will be an IPO. That is the view of the country, but it's going to be a long time. And I'm afraid to say, as much as Mr. Nasser's assurances, it was great to hear him, and I really appreciate their efforts. The fact is, they're talking 2021. That is a long way away.
A lot could happen between now and then.
A long time to get those revenues in as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So a lot more to come. We're going to also bring you some of the interview that we did yesterday with BP CEO Bob Dudley as well. And we got his take on that Russia-Saudi Arabia relationship and also what it means for the United States. Going to hand it back over to you, Matt. Hey everybody, it's Hadley Gamble from our new CNBC Middle East Bureau in Abu Dhabi. Thanks for stopping by. Now to watch more, you can try one of the videos that just popped up on your screen. And don't forget to subscribe.